New York has lost its soul.
Oh, he's decided to hate where he's from.
There's a John Varvatos where CBGB's used to be.
It's true.
New York's most vibrant neighborhood at the moment is Philadelphia.
Well, I search high and wide and far to find a great romantic comedy, and when I see it, I know it, and I've seen it. The Only Living Boy in New York is terrific. It is smart, growing up, adult entertainment, and it is absolutely going to quench your thirst this summer if you're sick of superheroes and big epic movies and dumb comedies and all of that. The Only Living Boy in New York, coming in the middle of August, is a godsend.
I just moved into 2B.
Huh. Thomas Webb.
Why so troubled, Thomas?
I'm having a bad day.
What's her name?
Now, this is a movie that has been in development for 10 years, written by a screenwriter by the name of Alan Loeb. Alan Loeb has written a ton of movies since then, but he couldn't get arrested when he had written this script. Got into the hands of producers Albert Berger and Ron Yerxa, who have done movies like Little Miss Sunshine, Cold Mountain. They know a great script when they see it, and they saw this one and grabbed it. Brought in Mark Webb, who did one of my favorite movies, 500 Days of Summer. In addition to a couple of Spider-Man movies along the way, he's back in his independent filmmaking mode, and I really applaud him for bringing in the sophisticated entertainment. It's about a young man named Thomas. His father is a very rich publisher. His mother is very artistic. Thomas is played by Cullum Turner, and he's a real fine, very smart actor. I think we'll be seeing a lot more of. And now there's a complication that Thomas finds out along the way as he's moved out of his father's penthouse and now into a place of his own, and he's taken up with the man next door. He's played by Jeff Bridges, and he's kind of a grizzled novelist, and he offers life and sage advice to Thomas along the way in this movie. He's kind of his muse, and it's a very interesting relationship that's played out. I love Bridges in this movie. He's terrific, but everybody's good in this movie. The big complication, though, comes when Thomas discovers that his father is having an affair with the sultry Kate Beckinsale. That's right, and boy, is she good in this movie. She is absolutely perfectly cast and delicious fun here. Well, he sort of stalks her, and she's up for the task here, and, well, I don't want to give away too much of what happens in this movie, but you can imagine that Thomas may have something to discuss with his father one of these days about what happens in the relationship that he strikes up with Kate Beckinsale's character as well.
Is there anything I should know? Anything you want to tell me?
It is a terrific cast all the way around. New York City has never looked better. It's a quintessential New York movie. The title comes, of course, from the classic Simon and Garfunkel song, The Only Living Boy in New York, and you hear that in this movie, along with a nifty soundtrack of other great songs and a wonderful score. This movie is perfection in its genre, and it's a genre that too often is overlooked in films. At least we have the independent filmmakers of the smarts of Mark Webb and Alan Loeb and Yerxa and Berger to bring it to the screen finally where it belongs. I highly recommend this movie, and I think you're really going to have a good time with it. If you're a smart adult who's really looking for something different to see, I say go.